Hey guys, today's video I'm picking something a little bit easy, something I feel like I can do while I've got some time. I'm going to do a revival video. So, don't know if y'all have seen it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to release the video, but y'all see that I bought a couple of cars from auction. So, what's the first one? Well, the one that doesn't have the rod hanging outside the block. That's this Chevy Malibu. Now, I'm not exactly sure of the year. This is between I don't know, 75 to 77 Malibu. She's got some meats under her. Definitely seen some better days. She's got some rust in her, so yeah, pretty bad on that quarter. Tires off the rim there. I really have a soft spot for these Malibus because I've had several of them. They're really good riding cars, and I don't know, they just look kind of cool to me. Those I thought were like Trans Am wheels. They are not. They are I don't know how you pronounce it, Inkies. Some people pronounce them differently. So E-N-K-E-I. The wheels are definitely dated. But they're kind of cool. So in today's video, I'm going to try to get this car fired up and running. I might even try to take it down the road. So it does have a V8 in it. The interior, well, I don't know what those seats came out of. It's got an SS steering wheel. Well, the horn button says SS. It's got a tachometer. It's got a floor shift. It originally had a column shift. So let's look under the hood and see what we've got here. Probably the easiest thing to do is to, oh yeah, look at the hood scoop. Probably the easiest thing to do is to just check the oil, check the coolant, maybe put a battery in it. And oh yeah, I don't have keys, so I've got to remove the steering column or the ignition switch and replace it. So we've got full length headers. We got Mickey Thompson valve covers, and they're pretty tall, which makes me hope that there's some roller rockers in there. Are there some? I can't see nothing there. Performer Edelbrock intake. That ground wire has seen some better days. That's some pretty good size headers. Oh, we got some roller rockers in there. Oh, I hope that someone has put a performance camshaft in this thing. I mean, what else? Super low on coolant, so I'm gonna have to top that up. Hopefully there isn't an issue with that. Everything's so dirty. Interesting air filter. High flow. I'm going to say this is a 350. It doesn't appear to be a 400 because it doesn't have the externally balanced harmonic balancer on it. So I'm really excited to see what this thing's going to do. Glass packs on it. They put glass packs on the back. I don't think that fender's quite bolted up. Flapping in the wind. Alright. I'm excited on this one, guys. So I guess I need to start by putting a ground wire on. Oh, did I even check the oil? I don't think I checked the oil. Oh, goodness. Well, the whole dipstick tube pulls out with it, and it has oil in it. And It doesn't say anything on the dipstick. It doesn't say whether it's full or empty. But there is oil on the dipstick. So I feel good enough to put a battery in it and try firing it up. So, ground strap. I gotta find a ground strap. Oh! I want to fix that flat tire. I'm gonna fix that flat tire because I would like to let this thing roll off the trailer. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and just put air in all the tires because they're all low. All right, so here comes the moment when I'm going to find out if it's positive traction or open diff. If I can rotate this tire, it is definitely an open diff. Oh. Unfortunately, it's an open diff. Not unless it's something special in the rear end. Open diff. This thing has some hijackers on it. If y'all don't know what hijackers are, this thing's got some air shocks, and there is the valve for putting air in the air shock. So I'm going to put some air in it and see if this thing lifts up. What do y'all think? Let's see. Come on, baby. Look at that. Look at that. She's jacked her way on up in the rear. Let's just keep it like that and see how long it lasts. That's a funny look. You know, since this car is jacked up so high in the rear, I can actually look and I can see this thing has a aluminum drive shaft in it. That is not factory. Someone went through the trouble of getting an aluminum drive shaft for this thing. That's funny. Most likely doesn't have positive traction in the rear. We've got roller rockers. We've got a performance intake. We got some headers. Come on, man. I hope this car is fast. We're not going to find out until we give it a cranky crank. So I'm going to be back on that negative battery cable that I've got to find and hook up a battery. Oh, change the ignition switch. I keep forgetting. You know what? Before I hook up the battery, let's just go ahead and tackle the fact that we have no key for the ignition. So alright, so I've got a metric socket here, 22 millimeter. Whoops. Alright, so there's a puller that goes here. Let me... Alright. Alright, so it's very important. We're going to have to mark where the steering wheel goes. Well, we don't have to. I just got to make sure it's straight. So I've got this mark right there. I'm going to line it up with that mark right there. Looking good. Pull the steering wheel off. Alright. Now we get to where we use the other tool. This piece is not fitting very well, but hopefully it's on there good enough where I can push this piece down. Alright, I finally got that clip off. Now let's see if we can get it off. Shall see. So let me get this thing assembled back together and work on that ground strap. Steering wheel is installed. Ignition switch is ignitioning. Well, at least turning. Sweet. Get this big old honking battery out of here. Way too big for the car. Brown. Why would you wrap the ground around the positive? Alright. Positive. Let's put this ground on. I am not going to worry about the body ground yet, which is probably a bad idea, but I won't let it happen for long. What happens is if you don't run the negative to the body, all the electricity is going to be going through the universals and exhaust and all kinds of stuff, so I'm just getting ahead of myself. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe get that thing tight like a tiger. Tight like a tiger. Alright, so here's the positive. It is, oh god, there's a stink bug. I hate a stink bug. Well, I should have looked at the positive. The positive looks terrible. Alright, let's go negative. No sparks. That is wonderful. There it is. And I'm going to just set this ground strap on the negative. So now it's grounded through the body. So, let's hit the key and see what happens. Alright. Of course the horn doesn't work because the button's not done. Alright. I don't see any dash lights, but I hear the Alpine. Yeah, we ain't got nothing. Oh. Well, the Alpine turned off. Let's hit the key. Let's see if we get oil pressure. No oil pressure yet. Well, I'm gonna throw a little bit of gas in the carburetor. Let's take the breather off. Edelbrock. You know, Edelbrock is fine, but I don't think I'd be trying to win any races with it. I think I can go right down these with the fuel. Let's see. So what I'm doing is I'm filling up the bowl of the carburetor with fuel. Alright, let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Let's check and see if we have spark. Could have something to do with I've got nothing lit up on the dash. I'm going to take this spark plug wire off and I'm going to run a spark plug to it and we're going to see if we got some spark. Alright, so I've got a screwdriver here. I'm going to stick it in there. I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to look for some spark going to there. We have no spark, so no ignition. So let's see. Oh. Huh. Look at this, guys. We've got a naked wire. Yep, that's gonna be hot. So what, we got a rat or something? Oh gosh. Here it is. Okay, let me get so I've got something that is not automotive. It's really for houses, but for this purpose it'll be fine to test it. And we're gonna see if we got something now. Let's see what we got. We've got ignition. Let's hook this back up and try it again. Come on, oil pressure. saw it move a little bit. Let's see if we got gear. I think we're low on fluid. I don't hear any clitter clatter. Oh my God. So no oil pressure. Could be because something chewed through the oil pressure line right there. Same thing that chewed through the wiring. Well, I got a nasty mess. Alright, so I got to replace that line now. Some fluid in it, sounds like. Okay. I was hoping for a big old choppy cam. It ain't got it. So you're telling me you're going to put roller lifters or roller rockers in a stock 350 engine? Yeah. Alright. Well, it runs. It's a good time to change the oil and replace that line. Alright, I gotta go to the store. See y'all. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow morning. It's not supposed to be raining, but the rain is coming. The rain is coming by 11 o'clock a.m. So I got to be out here working on this car bright and early in the morning, and hopefully get her going. Right now I've got to go to the hospital and visit with my dad and see how he's doing. He's not doing well. Hoping things will turn around any day. I'm hoping. We'll see. So I'm gonna go do that, and we'll get back to this car and hopefully have, like I said, a driver before the end of this video. So I'll see you guys in the morning or day after tomorrow. A new line. I'm not real fond of these. I like the copper lines better, but the nylon tubing, it does okay. And that's what's in here, and that's what I'm going to put back. And I guess I probably should replace the whole line going through the firewall, because over time that nylon will get brittle, and I'd hate to do this repair and have the brittle line break, so I'm replacing the whole thing. So I'm going to get some tools and pull that line out. The little cone that I put on there, which when you tighten up this nut, the cone will crush onto the line, and that's our seal. Alright, you don't have to go extremely tight, but you definitely want to go enough where that line doesn't blow off and spray your floorboard. Alright, she's tight. She should fire up with no leaks. Let's fire this thing up. Cranking. So the transmission fluid is finally full. Got the oil drain draining on this thing right now. I'm pretty glad that we are draining because there was some sludge in the bottom of it. I'm now putting air in the tires, and once the air is in the tires, I'm gonna put some fresh ethanol-free fuel in the fuel tank, and I'm gonna go take this thing home and found out this car has a stall converter in it, which is pretty cool. I've never had a stall converter before, but it appears that this thing has some transmission issues. It's really weird hitting the gas and having it flash so high. Let's see if it'll do a burnout. It moves okay. It does all right. Let's try it again. Okay, you know, I really think this thing's got positive traction in it. Even though it's got a one-wheel peel, I think it's got a locker in it. This thing's okay. This thing this is a good play toy. So that's it for this video, guys. As you see, I kind of had to piece it together. It took like 3 weeks to make this video because of everything that's been going on in my life lately. So the Malibu is doing pretty good. I'm working on getting the title for it right now, and I think it'll make a pretty cool play toy. I might keep it, I might not. I like cars, what can I say? But I do need to get rid of a few things, so that one might be on the list to get rid of. Probably the Caprice would go before this Malibu. We'll see. But guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.